Hey guys, hope you're enjoying the weather as much as I am. And you keep this up, we're going to probably see temperatures going up and maybe things will improve when it comes to being able to get out. Let me tell you, a lot of people depend on a chance to go out for a walk. You'd be surprised. Maybe you and your family might be able to go out sometimes and get a little fresh air, be able to play outside like my kids do. They're often in the backyard waiting for me to fix our swing set because it's not like we can go to the playground right now, is it? That's a bit of a pain. And then not to mention we can't go very far. A lot of the places we're going are closed. You gotta ask yourself, where can we go? Can't even go there. We can't get together at somebody else's house. We can't get together down at, well, not to hang around Tim Hortons anyway, or McDonald's, or the mall, or even school. It's a bit annoying, really, because people like going for walks, for the exercise, sure, maybe getting out just to get, like I said, fresh air. But a lot of people do it because they want a moment alone with their thoughts, really. A lot of people think when they're walking. A lot of people like to think about things that might be important to them. Think about all the movies where somebody goes on a great journey to make an important decision because they get to a mountain where there's a wise person to tell them everything they need to know. Or think of moments from TV shows or movies where somebody goes on a long walk to think, sit on a bench in a park looking around at everything. It's very common. But a lot of us nowadays aren't really thinking about, gosh, I can't wait for summer to get here so I can stay home. A lot of us aren't even thinking about the fact that recently a few folks have been saying what we could do outside, whether it be about lighting campfires or whether it be about whether or not we can go to parks, camping, or anything. It's a bit of a struggle. It makes it hard to think. Makes it hard to think of good things anyway, because there's so much to worry about. Especially also when other things are going on, stuff you might not have heard about, but stuff you might have. In Nova Scotia, terrible tragedy happened, and at the same time still a bit of a mess of things going on in the world. A lot of people go for walks because they just need time to get away from it all, to turn off the television, just to try and think of anything else. We had a gospel reading this week from the Gospel of Luke. It's called The Road to Emmaus. Same thing happens. Two of Jesus' friends, disciples, people who followed him, trust him, loved him, knew him, they're walking on road just like me. Difference is that they had to walk because there was no cars or anything. But in the middle of their walking, that's all they were talking about. They were talking about the fact that Jesus had died. And not just died, Jesus was killed. Jesus was taken away by those who hated him, those who were jealous of him, those who didn't want to follow him, took him, crucified him. You know the story. And now, 3 days later, here these two were walking down the road, trying to get to a town called Emmaus, and they were sad. Wouldn't you be? Wouldn't you be if somebody you loved was dead, and not just dead, but killed for something terrible? And that's what they were talking about. That's what they were dwelling on. But then, right in the thick of it, somebody comes up and walks alongside of them. Now, if you didn't know any better, you swear this guy was just being nosy. You'd swear it was just a situation where he was saying, well yeah, and he walking along with them. Maybe he was going in the same direction, just wanted to chat. But it happened to be Jesus. They just didn't know it. And let me tell you, if your friend passed away or died or anything like that, and all of a sudden he started walking alongside of you, I'd be surprised too. I wouldn't believe it was him either. But they recognized him eventually. And they received comfort and blessing from that. But even before they recognized him, in their walk with him down the road, he gave them comfort. He gave them something to hope for. He asked them, weren't these things supposed to happen? Isn't this what Jesus said was supposed to happen? Isn't this what the Messiah said had to happen? Now that's not supposed to be related to all this stuff that's going on right now. But he reminded them that even in the hardest times, Jesus had prepared them. Even in the darkest times, there was something greater to hope for. Even if Christ had to die, he would return. In a similar way, that's exactly what we need. Not so much just a reminder of the resurrection, not just that, but a reminder that there are people out there when we are walking, worried, sad, angry, confused, impatient, and all the other things that sometimes come along with it. There are people in our lives walking alongside of us, just like Jesus when he approached his friends, who want to offer help, who want to offer hope, comfort, and love, to help us understand these things a little bit. And that's what I want you to remember. If you ever get to that point where you think, I need to talk to somebody, you should. If you ever get to the point where you think, I have no one to talk to, it's not true. There are so many people in your life, your family, your friends. There are people you can contact in many forms of helplines, or even me, if you want. But we are all here to support you. We're all here to show how much you are cared for. We're all here to walk beside you. So no matter where you're going, no matter what it is that you're talking about, no matter what it is you're worried about, no matter what it is that you think, no matter how far you walk, you'll never be able to overcome it. Remember that, like Christ, giving a blessing to his followers to remind them that there was something greater to wait for, something he promised. We too have to confide and turn to others for help. We should always feel comfortable, and we should never cloister ourselves away. Don't just walk off in a huff. Look for help. In the world around us even, look for the people who can help and are helping. That's what we should be doing. Because there are so many people who care about you and love you so much. Doesn't matter how far we have to go or how far we walk. We never walk alone. Now I gotta walk back. God bless you guys. If you do go for a walk, stay safe. If you do go for a walk in a huff, look for somebody to talk to. And remember, whether it's me, your folks, your friends, there's always somebody to talk to, even in prayer. God bless, guys. See you next time.